In the heart of ancient Greece, the battle raged fiercely, a mere few miles from the famed city of Marathon. In 490 BC, as legions of Athenian soldiers clashed against the invading Persian forces, few could have predicted the tactical brilliance that would forever echo through military history. They were outnumbered 10-1. Yet, amidst the chaos, a scheme unfurled, a plan that would become the cornerstone of military strategists for centuries to come. This is the story of the greatest military strategies ever used, a journey through time that reveals the art and science of warfare in all its grim glory. With a landscape marred by the scars of conflict, the origins of these legendary strategies conjure images of battlefields where commanders were not just leaders, but artists of war. A mere decade before Marathon, in 480 BC, the naval encounter at Salamis showcased the brilliance of Themistocles. He employed the narrow strait to outmaneuver the colossal Persian fleet. It was not sheer might that won the day, but a cunning calculation, a choice to leverage the terrain, transforming disadvantage into an uneven playing field. The Greeks' victory echoed down the ages, sowing seeds of strategic brilliance. As empires rose and fell across the centuries, so too did the rise of military strategies that challenged conventional wisdom. The legendary conqueror Alexander the Great is a prime example, whose principles of combining speed, surprise, and psychological warfare allowed him to conquer vast territories in mere years. His victory at the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BC against Darius III was a testament to a well-orchestrated attack that left the world perplexed, demonstrating that foresight and adaptability could topple even the most formidable opponents. But warfare is seldom a straight path to victory. Struggles and failures are woven into the tapestry of military history. The Siege of Carthage in 149 BC saw the effective tactics of Scipio Africanus clash with the staunch defenses of the city. The grueling warfare illustrated the importance of logistics and the ability to innovate under pressure, showcasing that even the greatest generals encountered significant hurdles. It is through these struggles that the true essence of military strategy crystallizes: learning, adapting, and overcoming. Then, a dramatic turning point emerged. The mystery of the tactics of war became illustrated through the ingenious maneuvers of Hannibal Barca. Crossing the treacherous Alps with an army that included war elephants, Hannibal orchestrated the ambush at Lake Trasimene in 217 BC. The sheer audacity of his plan caught the Romans by surprise, marking one of their greatest military humiliations. Yet, this infamous moment also laid bare the vulnerability in relying solely on brute strength, as tactics emphasizing deception and intelligence evolved. The peak achievement of military strategy did not arrive until the transformative tactics of Napoleon Bonaparte in the early 19th century. His use of rapid troop movements, massed artillery, and a philosophy of total war redefined the very nature of conflict. The legendary Battle of Austerlitz in 1805 stands as a shining example of this peak. Napoleon's calculated bait lured the Austro-Russian forces into a vulnerable position, leading to a devastating counteroffensive that has been dissected endlessly in military academies since. But Napoleonic wars also taught lessons in hubris and the perils of overreach, serving as a testament that even the greatest could fall from grace. The legacy of these strategies continues to resonate across time. They not only shaped the battles and borders of the past, but also forever altered military doctrine and international relations. The art of strategy morphed from the battlefield and seeped into the very fabric of modern life. Leadership, management, and negotiation practices borrowing heavily from these ancient principles. The lessons learned from victories and defeats echo in boardrooms, classrooms, and even everyday choices. But why does it matter today? Understanding the greatest military strategies allows us to glean insights into human psychology and the dynamics of conflict that persist in our society. The stakes may have transformed, but the core principles of initiative, deception, and adaptability continue to be relevant. Societies, nations, and individuals navigate their own conflicts, often reflecting the age-old wisdom encapsulated in the experiences of those who walked the bloodied fields before us. The narratives of these remarkable strategies bind us together through the shared threads of human experience, and what happened next often shocked the world. In conclusion, the tale of these strategic masters teaches us more than just the mechanics of warfare. It unveils the indomitable spirit of humanity, the relentless quest for victory against overwhelming odds, the intricate dance between power and strategy, and the eternal truths that guide not just armies, but all of us as we march into the unknown future. As we turn the page to write our own stories, let us learn from those who dared to dream and strategically dismantle the barriers ahead. We may not wield swords or command legions, but in our lives, we all fight battles, big and small, shaped by the wisdom of the ages. Embrace the lessons of the past, and perhaps we, too, can carve out our victories in the chaos to come. Yet, as we reflect on the great military strategies that have shaped our history, it is essential to delve deeper into the labyrinth of human behavior that plays such a critical role in warfare. We encounter a particular shining example in the Eastern philosophies of warfare, espoused by the legendary Sun Tzu in his timeless treatise, The Art of War, written in the 5th century BC. These principles transcended time and geography, setting a foundation for not just military leaders, but for strategists in all walks of life. Sun Tzu emphasized understanding one's own strengths and weaknesses as well as those of the enemy. The strategist who knows when to engage and when to withdraw can often prevail without bloodshed, a lesson that reverberates in boardrooms, political arenas, and diplomatic discussions to this very day. But nobody knew how profoundly these ancient teachings would reshape military education around the globe. Fast forward to the 20th century, where the world witnessed two of the deadliest conflicts in human history, World War I and World War II. These wars marked a seismic shift in strategy, technology, and the scale of operations. World War I was dubbed the Great War, but it quickly became a horrendous cauldron of trench warfare. Traditional strategies faded as the horrors of the Western Front illustrated the deadliness of modern artillery and machine guns when confronted by outdated tactics. Strategies that once worked brilliantly began to crumble, leading commanders to reevaluate their understanding of warfare itself. The turning point in military strategy during this time can be attributed to a new breed of leaders who dared to innovate amidst despair. Generals such as Ferdinand Foch and Erich von Manstein shifted focus onto principles of rapid mobilization and combined arms tactics, deploying tanks, infantry, and air support in tandem. The German Blitzkrieg campaign during the early years of World War II is a dramatic illustration of strategic evolution. This lightning war, with its emphasis on speed and surprise, swept through Europe with shocking efficiency. The tactics employed at